I welcome you, welcome everyone, welcome guys to this DealMirror platform and this amazing and thrilling webinar in which we have one of the amazing personalities with us. He's the general manager. He has developed the Certifier Lifetime Deal, one of the amazing and one of the best automation tools for issuing certificates. You all know my name is Anupam and I am the affiliate manager for DealMirror Group presenting this webinar in front of all of you. I just would like to give over it to the H so that he may introduce himself, herself, and just let us know something about it.
Okay, thank you, Anupam. Thank you for the introduction, by the way. I'm Ege, and I'm the general manager of Sertifer, as you mentioned in your opening. I'll be talking about our app, our company today, to give you a little hints about ideas about what we do, how our journey walks along all this way, and talk about our team. And thank you for DealMirror for featuring us on this webinar. I wish a fruitful webinar today. Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, I just want to know about your introduction, how you developed this tool, your journey, and also that our audience, all of the guys who are joining us may just hear something about you.
Yeah, of course. So to start with, so Sertifer is a 3-year company. Actually, we started our journey in 2018 in the middle of the year. It was a basic tool to create certificates and send them with emails. So along this 3 year, we developed the product, added many features, and learned a lot of things during this journey. And the product grow and grow day by day. So it's at this point, it's a credential management software, which you can create your, design your certificates and badges digitally and create your course details and add the related information to your certificates and badges and send those certificates and badges to your recipients, for example, your students, your employees, your attendees to an event. So many institutions use Sertifer right now, from schools to K-12s, from corporates to academies. There are a lot of different types of users who held events and who give courses, online courses mostly. So I guess that was a brief information about the product. We try to focus on the educational data, and the certificates and badges are all created around the skill data that we have inside the application.
Absolutely fine and very great. It was just very good to hear from you with all the things that you mentioned right now. Yeah. So again, I just wanted to ask you that how you started your journey, what all things were going in your mind, so that you thought that the people are just in need of this kind of tool or the software which may solve their problem. So how you just planned out it, how it came.
Yeah. Thank you for this question. Actually, the main team that developed the product was known each other for a long time since our actually high school years. So we known each other for a very long time, and we were having some troubles printing out and sending certificates at those times. Actually, after we held some events, some conferences. So we were organizing these type of events, and after that we had to distribute some certificates after that, because everyone loves certificates and everyone loves to earn one. Actually, so yeah. So it was that easy actually at the beginning. The core idea was making this process, like designing a certificate, going to a printing service, taking a printing service, printing it out, and distributing all the certificates by hand. And this is a costly and very effortly process. So we wanted to make it as easy as possible, create a basic tool, and put a designer inside of it so that people can design it themselves, and also give them many templates, give them many already created templates to make it much easier. So after that, the tool grow day by day. But this was the very beginning of how this product is developed at the beginning.
Yeah, really great to hear that. And actually, you told right now that yes, when everything comes, there is always a need, there is always a problem that is hidden behind. The people are just aware of that, but they are not able to find a solution for that. And once they
Yeah.
get a solution, they really need their attention. If they find it good, they just proceed to purchase it, they just go for it. So yes, I
Yeah.
really loved it what you said. Really, really great. So guys, this deal is running on DealMirror platform. I would like to tell everyone, as you also, it is just a fabulous and fantastic tool which you are getting. You would have never heard about something like this ever before, though you might be in need of this. So yes, now you are getting a golden opportunity, and this deal is going on DealMirror. It's very affordable, and just the egg is in front of us, and he's telling all the things about the tool. Yes. So a few more questions just to continue our journey of this questionnaire. Again, I just wanted to ask to you that what are the challenges which you faced while developing this tool? Were there any hurdles which you faced?
Yeah. I guess the main challenge is to convince institutions to go digital. Everyone was so get used to printing out certificates, like taking photographs while distributing them, giving them to students or employees.
Yeah.
So everyone was very getting used to that. And also the certificate earners are also wanting to get those certificates by their hand to like put on their wall, for example, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. So
exactly.
it was really hard to convince those people to like go digital at the beginning. By the way, so this pandemic was actually a driving force and like an accelerator for us, because like everything, every event, every course went online.
So
So it was an
exactly.
opportunity for us to grow very quickly, actually. Yeah. Until that point, as I said, the institutions didn't want to directly change their certificate generating and distributing processes. But the other value proposition that we give was actually, so after courses that we gain a lot of things, we learn a lot of things after attending some events, but the certificates that we get as printed cannot carry enough information related to those courses that we get.
Yeah.
We don't know what skills that we gained through those events, what we learned, or who taught us, or there is no information related to course in detail. So the printed certificates cannot carry out that kind of an information, but the digital ones do have those. So we tried to give this value to the institutions, and they started to get convinced at that point, so that the product grow in that way once we started to focusing on this.
Really marvelous thought, and actually you were also thinking of something very big, very great, as actually no one is aware that whatever you are developing may have a drastic impact, and just the people will be in need of that so eagerly. So what I can say is
Yes.
that people are nowadays eagerly waiting for this kind of software. As you just mentioned right now, pandemic is going on, everything is just live. Just no one can just go in front of anyone. No of the seminars, or the courses can be conducted just physically. So in this
Yes.
way, almost everyone now in this year, right from the last year, is in need of these kind of things, so that the people can be appreciated with the help of certificates. Actually, me
Thank
in
you.
my childhood also was very fond of getting the certificates. Whenever I get them from my school, it's not just a tradition. I just used to photo frame it and just to have it forever, and those cherishable memories. So yes, what you mentioned really relates to each and every one of us and every one of our lives. Really
It
good.
feels great to be understood. Yeah, thank you for these words. Thank you for.
Yeah, really. So I just wanted to ask you again, like how this tool solves the problem. That means as when any tool is developed, there is always a need, there is always a problem. So if you could explain to the people in a better way, like how it solves their problem, it will be of immense.
Yeah, yeah, of course. The main users of our product are, as I mentioned, the universities, institutions, academies, and also the academies of corporates and K-12s and all these kind of education sources, and also the event managers. So they need to digitally be visible to the potential customers of theirs, actually. This is one of the main value propositions that we saw. I wanted to mention at the very beginning before explaining the tool. So our tool has 4 steps, actually, 4 basic steps. So the first one is creating a certificate design or a badge design inside the application. So you created your design. After that, you create a course detail, an event detail about the certificate, where you put all the information, the title of the event, the description of the event. You can attach evidences related to your event, actually, to the certificate. So you specify the time interval of the event. You can add an expire date to your certificate. And also the most important part, actually, for us while creating a detail about course is attaching at least 1 skill to our certificates and badges. Because we believe that the education data that we have now is very, very scattered. So we cannot collect all data on one table, actually. So we have to standardize something about the education in order to collect it in a one place. So skills and competencies are the main point here that we actually propose. So you have to at least add 1 skill to your certificate. You can add multiple ones, actually, to specify what your course give to the attendees, actually. So after that, you create an email notification that you want to send a message to while sending your certificate and badge to your recipients. But in the end, you combine these three steps: the design, the details, and the email notification, and you put your recipient list upon them. This can be done through an integration. By the way, we have this API library that you can use, actually, and integrate to your system. Also, we have already created some native integrations inside the application, some LMSs and some integration hubs. You can directly use those. Or you can manually add your recipients inside the app by uploading an Excel sheet, which have the information of the recipients, the names and the emails and also some other variables, for example, related to those each individual that you can place on a certificate. And the process is done. You just click on send, and in minutes, all receivers in that list will get their certificate by email and view it online.
Really amazing. I'm just thrilled and excited to hear the things, even though I haven't used it right now. But what I'm hearing from you is just thrilling me with a sort of adventure that how the things, how easier it may go. And you have not to put in a lot of your efforts, your money, your time, nothing and all. And you have reached your audience in such a small bit of time. So such a great thing. I just really salute your thought and your help for everyone which you are doing in the form of certifying.
That's very
Really,
kind of you. Thanks a lot.
really,
That's very kind of you.
really. I just wanted to ask you that would you like to give a live demo of your product to the people while sharing your screen if you want to do so?
Actually, of course, why not? Just let me open up the application very quickly and share my screen to you so that I can show you the basic steps of sending a certificate inside the application. So let's click on share screen. Yes, I guess you can see the certificate screen right now. Yeah, so this is the dashboard of the application. Actually, this is the basic summary of the actions you took in the app. Your the trending skills, your marketing calculations, your issue summary. This is just a summary, but the main thing goes under the send certificates title on the left menu. So as I mentioned in my speech, there were 4 main steps of sending a certificate. The one is design, the second is details, emails, and send. So basically, we go to design section to go into the designer and select one of the templates that we have here and edit all the text areas and images inside this design. You can edit all text areas, the fonts, the sizes, the colors, every stuff. And also you can add some images, your signature if you want, or your logo of your company. You can directly upload it inside on the certificate design. But the most important part with our certificate designs are this variable areas with these parentheses, actually. These are the places that the custom information of each individual, each recipient will be filled with. It can be the recipient name, the credential ID of the certificate, or recipient email. It can be the expired date of the certificate. You can add any kind of variable on the certificate and pass the information afterwards with the Excel sheet that or the integration that you're putting in the system. Also, you can create your own custom variables if you don't see the one here as listed. So after you save your design, you go to creating the detail section. You select the type of your event. Let's say it's an online course, or maybe let's say webinar this time, because since we are in a webinar. So you type in the name of the webinar, the description, and the duration of the webinar, and choose whether it's a paid one or a free one. You move on and select an expired date if the certificate loses its validity at some point, at some date. And you choose the level of the event. And as I mentioned, so you can attach any kind of evidence that you can put in a link, in a URL actually. It can be a video of the event, for example, the recording of this webinar, or a document, a great document, a reference, or maybe a LinkedIn profile of the course giver or the speaker in that event. So after you add this link, you save and continue to the last section, which is adding the skill section. So we have this library with more than 30,000 skills inside the application. You can search upon all those skills and add the one which is most related to your course or your event. So let's say we search for marketing, and it gives us all skills related to the marketing. And you just look up to them and select the one which is the most related one. Let's say marketing analytics, and finish this and move on to the email notification part. So all certificates are delivered with emails, which you can see a preview actually on the right-hand side of the screen, which has a button called View Certificate. Once the recipient clicks on this, they will see the certificate in their browser. So you can customize this email to give a message, to send a message to your recipients. So you just type in the message that you want to send. You can edit all the stuff here. This is a basic HTML editor, actually. You can edit all the text areas, the font sizes, as in the designer. And also, in order to personalize this email, you can use all variables that you use on your certificate design here too. For example, you can see this recipient name area here that will create a personalized message while sending the certificate to your recipients. So after that, you select the language of the email, you give a name to your mail template, and you save it actually. By the way, if we offer some branding features too, and with that branding features, you can directly change the logos and the colors in this email too, by the way. You can add your own logo and colors to the email that you're sending and take the logos of ours outside. And we move on to the last step, which we create the campaign and add the recipients inside it to send the certificates to them. But before that, you can change the sender name of the email and the subject of the email. Also, you can send it with your own domain inside the app. And yes, here is the receivers part. You go and select your list. You can add your recipients by hand, for example, just by typing in the name and the email area. Or to make it more practical and faster, you can import it from an Excel sheet. So you go and download a template Excel file, which we make already ready for you, which has a column of names and surnames and the emails and the issue and expiry dates. So you can edit the Excel sheet there, and you upload it back and confirm that. And as you can see, the information in that Excel sheet is uploaded passed to the application. And you can also, by the way, again, edit the information here too, to make sure everything looks fine on the screen. So once you're done with the recipient list, you save it and you're good to go. Everything is ready. You can go and check your summary, by the way. In the summary, we show you how your certificate will be seen by your recipients, all details that you created, and the preview of the email is already seen here. You can send a test certificate to yourself to make sure everything is perfect, and you approve the summary. And only thing left is clicking on the send button so that all people in your list will receive their certificates one by one in a couple of minutes. And there's one thing left about the application. It's the reporting section. It's where you can track all details. I'm not, to make it shorter, I'm not going to go section by section, but give you a brief information about that. So when you come to this page, you can see all certificates you sent, how many of them are opened, how many of them are shared on any social platform. And we can show you which platforms that they are getting shared, and the certificate views, the downloads, the download numbers of the certificates, adding to the LinkedIn profiles. We collect all data and show you and give you an ability to track all your certificate data inside the application, actually. And you can get more detailed reports in this other sections like skills and marketing and audience sections. But there's actually one extra thing that I want to show you, and it's how a certificate is viewed once they receive by a recipient. So this is how a certificate is viewed online. You can see the design, you can see the name of the course, the type of the event, the issuer, actually, the information of the issuer, logos, institution name, social accounts of that issuing platform, and the skills that you attach to the certificate, and the evidences, the details that you create in the application, and description. And the most important part is the sharing and downloading options. You can download it in PDF, PNG, but you can directly share it on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. And once you click on this Add to LinkedIn button, that certificate is directly goes to LinkedIn, opens your profile, and all the related information of adding a license or a certification inside the LinkedIn profile is already comes filled. And only thing your recipients have to do is clicking on save, and it will be added directly to the profiles of the recipients. I guess that was a quick, brief information about the whole application. Other than the integration options and white labeling options, the branding options, these are some extra features, but the main core working way is like this. I guess you're muted.
Really great. Actually, do you know, such a comprehensive, so also precise, rather I should say, explanation you gave about the tool. And everything you told actually take very few minutes, a very lesser time. And in that time, you have just reached your audience and you have just sent your certificates. So it was just amazing what I was mesmerized, rather I should say, when I saw the process. Yeah, that yes, it's such an easier. You just need not to be a technical, that means what is expert in the field. Nothing is required. What you need to do is simply you have to follow the simple process, and Certified is there with all the things to do for you. So most of the part will be done by the software itself. Really great to hear. And in my absence, would you like to share with me?
Yeah, of course, of course. So I was talking about the future possible updates and talking about our Facebook community and the public roadmap. So how can the users can request some features from us from the public roadmap and also from the community, and asking for people to come and join us in our community to share thoughts, recommendations, and some suggestions. And also I talked about the deal, actually, the deal details. It's $49 actually on DealMirror right now. And yeah, it consists of 10 recipient limit per year, which renews annually, that you can send unlimited certificates. There is no limitation on the certificates. Let me repeat it again because it's asked many times. So you'll have 3 user seats that you can use the app. So 3 different users that can use directly the app. And you get all the integrations. You get your API key and the ticketing support and every stuff. And also the deal is stackable. So you can buy more codes and expand your limits. And also I mentioned that if you get the 10 code stack, you will get the white labeling and branding options too, if you get the 10 code stack. Yeah, that was all, I guess, what we were talking.
Okay. I mean, I'm just eager to ask you about the difference between the $490 plan and the $49 plan. Actually, I had gone through it, but I wasn't able to understand in a very better way. So if you could do clarify that for our audience from your mouth, it would be excellent for us.
Can you repeat the beginning of the sentence? What the difference between what the two?
Actually, there are 2 plans in Certified Lifetime Deal, right?
Two deals on the
yeah. So would you like to tell me that what's the basic difference or what extra that the greater plan is and that is the people are getting, and what something extra is there, so that they may understand it in a better way?
Yeah. So the extra features that we offer in the second deal is the white labeling feature. Actually, I didn't show it in the demo while I was showing how the app works. So the white labeling feature gives you the ability to customize the email that you're sending to your recipients by adding your logo and your colors to the email that you're sending. Plus, you will have your own certificate verification page with a search bar and your logos and your footer and your buttons on the header of the page, which you can share on your website so that people can come to that page and search for some serial numbers of credentials and look up to the certificate. It's kind of a certificate library of yours. And also the certificate viewing page that I showed you is also we'll get rid of the branding areas and get rid of the logos of ours, and the institutions can put their own logos to that page and change and edit all the colors on the page too with the white labeling feature. And plus, this is a very asked question, actually, one of the most frequently asked one. You can directly customize the domain of that page too. So in normal cases, you'll have this verified.cv / the certificate number while viewing the certificate. But if you have the plus package, you'll have your own custom domain. It will be yourcompany.certificates.com kind of a domain, so that you can redirect everyone to your own website when they go and take their certificate.
Okay, got that. Actually, this thing was going in my mind that I will just ask you so that when you will clear that, probably the picture will get more clear to me, and then
Yes.
I may just understand it in a more better way. That's why I just asked you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really
Great.
great to and good to hear that. So I just wanted to ask you again here that about any future roadmaps from my end. Recording is going on as. Would you like to
Yeah.
tell that what are plans do you have in the future? What are things you have thought that maybe probably may get added up in the
Yeah.
coming future? Right?
Yeah. Also, we are sharing all these future improvements in the public roadmap, as I mentioned, while you were away, by the way. Again, Orchun shared the public roadmap link in the chat.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can go and check it out. But mostly the integrations, actually, Anupam, because credentialing software is mostly used with another course giving platform like a learning management system. So you can directly integrate this product so that you can automate all process. So everything is on autopilot. So we're mainly focusing on the new integrations in the future. First one will be, I guess, the Moodle LMS integration. Most of us use that learning management system, but there will be a lot of them. That was the one, that will be the first one, but we will be adding new integrations day by day. Also, I mentioned, let me repeat it. You can directly go to the roadmap and ask for new features, request for new features, and we will take it into consideration and open to our all users and get votes upon them. And if many of our users want that feature to be developed, we'll take it into the development team and we'll develop it as soon as possible and make it live.
Okay, yeah. Again, I just wanted to ask you that as I have seen, and I have gone through the page also, this tool is best for educators and event managers who are looking to increase their online presence with shareable
Yeah.
certificates and open badges. Right.
Yes.
So, would
Yeah.
you like to give any comment on that? That how can they utilize it in a more effective way, in an efficient way for their
Yeah.
business?
Yeah, actually, that's kind of related with the thing that I said in the beginning of the presentation.
Yeah,
So everyone wants to show their certificate, the certificate that they earned, actually. They want to put it
exactly.
on the wall or take a photograph of it and put it online. But with our tool, with Certifier, they don't need to do that anymore, because once they get the certificate, they can directly publish it on LinkedIn, on Facebook or Twitter, wherever they
Yeah,
want, actually.
yeah, yeah.
So earners sharing those certificates online actually directs the visitors of those pages directly to the institution that created and give that certificate, actually. So this is kind of a free advertisement you get once you give those certificates, because people share them and that will show people that you give that course. So you can directly take those people, take the visitors, the ones who see the certificate online, directly to yourself, and you can easily market your courses, market your events, market your own institution, your brand. It will give you a huge amount of online visibility.
Correct. Actually, do you know, I was just thinking that for certified, I can say that gone are the days when people used to just click their certificates by their phone, then they have to upload it on the social media platforms if they want to share it with their family, their friends. Now, certified has removed all those processes for them. Now they have to
Yes,
simply upload directly to the social media platform all those middle steps which were taking the time, and actually the certificates are also not that clear when they were uploaded. And now when you are
yeah,
directly uploading it from where you are getting right from the origin, probably the chances of its clarity also increases. So that's also a
definitely.
very big point and very plus point from our.
Definitely,
Yeah,
Anupam. Thank you for clarifying
really,
that. Yeah.
really great. And guys, again, I would like to reiterate that this is an amazing tool. I have never heard about something like that, and they are giving it such an affordable price. They have two plans also. You can just choose as per your own convenience, your need, your necessity, and you may just get that. And you will enter and completely digital, and I can say. So
Yes,
again,
yes,
thank you so
definitely.
much for coming to the DealMirror platform. I just really congratulate you from the bottom of my heart, from entire
Thank you.
DealMirror team for this success which you are gaining, because this tool was not there, and actually this was a tool which was badly needed by everyone. Everyone was just looking for it, that we just want some sort of thing in that way. We are just tired of printing the certificates, writing each and everything, the recipient's name, and then just sending it to the other people. So now all those things are removed.
Mhm.
I would like to just again suggest and recommend from my end also to each and everyone that please just go for the certificate. It's an awesome tool. It's available on the DealMirror platform. You are getting it in two price ranges, 49 and 490, and you can just choose as per your convenience. Okay.
Thank you for thank you very
Anything
much,
at the
Anupam.
end again which you would like to add from your end, the best thing about the tool which you like, or the end or the closing words.
Yeah, so I just wanted to thank you for having this webinar, like making it more clear on every aspect of the deal and the product. So thank you, Anupam, for your time, for your
Thank you.
kindness, and for your kind words
Thank you so much.
during the whole webinar. And like, have a nice day, everyone. Thank you for
Thank you
everything.
so much. Have a nice day. It was nice meeting with you. Thank you.
It was
Bye-bye.
nice meeting you too, Anupam. Yeah.